What up, though? It is your boy, Big Low Gross. Don't forget the big. And this is another edition of Skeet of the Week. All the AKAs and stuff is for the podcast. Y'all get it. Y'all know who y'all talking to, man. Big dog. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for checking out all the other videos. I was about to say earlier videos. Appreciate y'all, man. It's a slow grind. We gonna get these getting to the rhythm, right? And if I'm being all the way transparent with y'all, I'm really just kind of mailing it in until I have a hard reset on our vacation. We're supposed to be going to we're going on a cruise, but we're supposed to be going to, I forgot, Grand Turks, the Bahamas, and somewhere else. So it's my first cruise. I think it's Neezy's first cruise. It's for sure London's first cruise. We're going with the whole fam. And yeah, honestly, between me and y'all, this will be my first real vacation in 7 years. I know y'all see me travel around and stuff for work and all that, but it's for work. And even though you get to be in some dope fly places and oh, this is cool, this and that, it be work. Right? And even if the work is light or whatever and you're still there with a bunch of people that it's I can take or leave these people. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you go on a family trip, a full-on vacation where you ain't got to open your computer, you don't got no projects, no assignments, no nothing, it's a beautiful thing. So beautiful, I don't know what it feels like because it's been a minute. So I'm looking forward to it. I was joking with Neezy because when we first got together, we was traveling everywhere. Yeah, we was, but me in particular, even before I got with Neezy, even when I was just on my own and stuff, I travel. My mom was a traveler, I'm a traveler, I'm gonna travel around and move around, bro. It's just financially, it just got to be a lot, you know what I'm saying, trying to go to some of these places. But once we got back on track, we was bet. And I remember early in our relationship, we first started dating, every 6 months, I was we gonna go on a trip, And we went to some fly places. We went to St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, that was cool. Then we went to Puerto Vallarta, went to Dominican Republic, San Francisco, did Vegas a few times, been to LA a few times. So the plan is, to get back out and travel a little bit more. Neezy is a travel agent now, so that also works out because now it's a discount. Because it's normally it'll cost us this amount. Now it only costs us this amount. So I'm geeked. I'm excited about it. But I'm really looking forward to the cruise. I'm looking forward to it for a chance to just really just kind of kick back and reset. I feel I've just been running hot and heavy for the past 2 or 3 years. I told y'all, I'm really burnt out on the low. I told y'all in one of the previous episodes. But it's all good. I mean, it's part of it. And it's just getting to a point where you can kind of recalibrate, recharge, reset, and figure out what you got to do for next year. One of the things I always preach, on my platform is that September is the beginning of the next fiscal year, right? So New Year's is January, but for businesses and in the commercial industry, the commercial space, businesses reset their budgets and everything come September. That's planning season. I learned that from my agency days. So for me, I feel I always get ahead on next year, September through October. Everything that we've done for 2023 is done, right? So everything else is just coasting it out for the rest of the year. At the beginning of this year, I started drafting up plans and doing stuff. That's to carry me over to next year. So by the time January hit, I'm already ahead of the curve. I recommend y'all do it like that too, man. That winging it stuff only gets you so far. And it don't put you ahead. You can get ahead on some things. And then as you catch these breakthroughs and breaks throughout the journey, it will allow for you to kind of pivot. You know what I'm saying? In a good way. It's all right, cool. Well, I don't have to do that. This solution has been solved because we already have a framework in place for it. If that makes sense. I know some of y'all y'all creatives. I'll just freestyle it, man, and just whatever. Okay. But after it's going to be sometimes you can't freestyle that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not all opportunities or gigs or jobs that you work with and stuff is going to give you the wiggle room to freestyle. So you got to be able to still lock it in. You know what I'm saying? When you can. But that's neither here nor there. That's just advice from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hybrid. I like to consider myself a creative mutt, if you will. Yes, creative mutt. So I'm a mix between, I have my business, logical side, and then I have my creative side. Now, I was born with the business side. I didn't start tapping into the creativity till a few years back. You know what I'm saying? I link with my dog, Alex Kane. He do a lot of the music that you hear underneath these videos and underneath the podcast. But and then I was helping him and some other artists with their music stuff and their branding and all that. And I started, it started to awaken the creative like energy like inside me or whatever. So now I like to consider myself half creative, half like business savvy. But I think that's why I can help those of y'all that's out there, man, because like. A lot of times creatives struggle with getting the idea out of their head and manifesting it in real life or translating it over to that. I got a good idea for a podcast, but I don't know how to do it. That's what I'm here for. Or I got a good concept, but I'm just trying to figure out the steps in order to get it out. Let's do a storyboard and let's chart out what each scene would look like. What's the story that we telling? I come help like add structure and flow to it, man. So all the more reason why you should check us out at mncagency.com. That's my ad agency. I'm a co-founder of that with my dog Alex K. I told y'all about, and that's what we do. We help creatives like expand their brand, help grow their business, help with their marketing, all of those things. So tap in with that. That's what I do like outside of podcasting and stuff. So when I tell y'all I'm burnt out and you're like, well, we only see 5 videos, what's he burnt out from? I do a whole lot that I don't have time to like show people and tell people. Like that's what I'm trying to get used to. All right, cut the camera on and show people this. The old me was all for it, but like now I'm all like Mr. Corporate Professional. I'm trying to undo all of that, if that makes sense. But yeah. The other thing I want to talk to y'all about is I feel like I'm in a transitional period. I'm in my cocoon right now, if that makes sense. Like I'm in a transformational phase. That's why I'm going on this vacation so I can like get the full on reset. But I have an idea of how I'm gonna come out the gate swinging, like going into next year and everything. Like 'cause my breakthrough's on the way. That's a lot of why we document this now, so y'all can understand. My breakthrough's on the way, and you are a part of it now. But I switched to pescatarianism. I think that's the word. Pescatarian, right? Eat all the seafood. Mostly seafood. It's more of a leaner diet for me. A lot of shrimp. A lot of salmon. Do y'all pronounce y'all L's with salmon? Salmon. No L. But yeah, so focusing on that. I've been back in the gym, pumping it up. They was, shirts is a little, look at that. Play it. Shirts, I gotta switch to larges now because I was trying to cheat a little bit when I was like, I wasn't as buff. I figured if I get a medium and I could just curl a little bit, and it give you that definition. But now like my shirts are really snug, and after I eat, they ride up on my gut and it's sticking out. I know what you're saying. If you've been in the gym, why you got a gut? Part of my negotiation with myself going into the gym, I could shred up the chest and the arms and even do a little bit of legs, right? But I'm not doing no abs and stuff. I like my baller belly. I like being a big dog for a change. I've been little my whole life, so being a little, having a little meat on my bones, like I'm gonna keep it. Easy like it. That's all that matters, man. So all that cut up 6-pack, 8-pack stuff, I got a keg pack. All right. Dad pack. You feel me? But yeah. So I'm doing that more. And a lot of it is like I learned like the older you are, because I'm 35 now, so I ain't even doing all that like in the gym cramming yet. I'm about to get back into the gym like full, but like I just been doing resistance training, which I find a whole lot better. It's a lot smoother. It's not as much wear and tear, if you will. But I appreciate it because it's during the pandemic, it was hard, to get into the gym and all that. And then, like, when they closed it down, even when they opened it back, you so conditioned to working out at home. It's like, why am I going to go to the gym then? I got everything I need here. So I started doing resistance training, and it's not bad. And as you could guess, of course, I started off with P90X. I got these. But, because I saw, like, some of the exercises they did. Of course, they Adidas bands. But, yeah, you get you some resistance bands, either medium or like a heavy one. I think this is a medium one, but they got heavier ones, man. And you can get you a whole workout in and incorporate some of the P90X stuff. So I do that. And then the other things, because that's the physical. So for the mental and everything, I've been meditating. I've been going to the gun range, man. Those are like my 2 favorite things. Meditation is every day. Working out is 3 times a day. The gun range is once a month. You feel me? I'm trying to get to 2 a month, but it's expensive, man. Bullets is expensive as hell. I ain't gonna hold you up. Even in Texas, like you gotta catch a sale, and then even when you do, it's like, man, I just want to have as many bullets as how you, because you don't know how the world gonna go, man. So I don't want to waste my bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the gun range on Call of Duty now. It's a mode on there, so you can have fun with that and save your money. But I find it when I actually go to the gun range, it's more therapy, bro. And it's not what you think. Like early on when I used to go, like when I was younger, you go in there, flam, 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 yeah. Now it's literally like golf or like a 3-point shot or like bowling or something. You really just be in there just trying to like work on your form, work on your breathing, work on your technique. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real, like it's like golf for real, for real. I'm not even gonna hold you, and I appreciate it because it's like it's a certain level of peace. I remember one time, like when I got my rifle and everything, I went up in there and I was like, I'm only gonna go in here, I'm only gonna spend X amount. I got carried away, bought more bullets, and I was only supposed to be there for like an hour. I ended up being there for like 2.5 hours, having the time of my life, broke a sweat and everything. Came out, felt like I was having a workout, man. Trigger finger was all numb and everything. It wasn't. I'm just playing. But yeah, it was cool. It was a cool experience. But I'm taking the time to just like lean into the things that I like to do, the things that I enjoy, the things that give me peace, the things that give me balance. You know what I'm saying? So it can make me into a better father, a better businessman, a better creative. I find myself like in the flow now when I'm working on different things. It's just, you know what I'm saying, finding that balance and maintaining the balance. You know what I'm saying? Because I could find it and be in a groove and then something happened or I missed something and then it just throw my whole thing off. So really focused on that. I recommend for y'all, you know what I'm saying, find what you like to do. Find what your interests are. Because I feel like a lot of times, we've talked about this on the show, people get so influenced by what everybody else got going on or what they see somebody else doing. And it's cool to try it, but like after you've tried a bunch of things, really like investigate or understand or feel like what it is that sets a spark in me. Like, whoa, I like this. Because like podcasting and radio stuff, like automatically I could be having the shittiest day ever. And there's been times where I've had the shittiest day ever. And as soon as I hit record, it's like the electricity just flowed through me and it's like, this is what I'm put here to do. This is what I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So that, as well as like hobbies and stuff, because like I like hanging out with my family and stuff. And like going to the gun range and working out, those are two things that I feel like it gives me, you know what I'm saying? It builds me, like it's something new for me to tinker with, but then also like with your body wise, you just keep rebuilding and being healthy because I want to be around a long time. We're talking about having more kids, you know? I don't know if I asked y'all this, but boy or a girl? Put it in the comments below. Would you rather have a boy or a girl? Because like London's going to be 3 next year and we want to make sure like it's at least in that gap because we don't want them to be too far apart. But yeah, hopefully if we have a boy, then I don't have to have no more. Like, it's just straight up. Now, if we have another girl, it's possible I won't have another one after that either because I can't take the chance of having 3 girls. Really going to be in the gun range after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's cut to a break. See this beard? Naturally Named Moisturizer Duo. But yeah, so now I was talking to y'all about like just some of the new habits that I'm developing. That came from that book I was reading, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it was just talking about how like it's so difficult to like break our habits. But like once you and the thing is, it's like once you find new habits to replace those habits, you can just because we're habitual people. Yes, I called you a habitch. I did. You are a habitual person. We are habitual people. So like all you have to do, like if you're trying to succeed or you're just trying to like change things or like change your trajectory on stuff, evaluate yourself. Go through a self-evaluation. I ain't telling you what to do, but go on evaluate yourself and find out like what are some of the like more like as it pertains to you, because it's subjective, but like what are the negative traits that you feel are holding you back and preventing you from reaching your fullest potential. And then once you do that, then you go and reevaluate, okay, like I told you, what do I like? Or what is something that I feel like I would like to try? And then what you do is you take this positive habit or potential positive habit and you take this negative habit and then you start replacing it. So for instance, if you drink a lot, such as me, I drink a lot of wine, right? But I equally drink as much water. So if you be like, all right, man, I'm drinking too much, I got to chill out. Drink a whole lot of water. And every time you have a craving for like alcoholic beverage or something, replace it with water. I know what you're saying, Lo. I done tried it. I done tried it. I done tried it. So I'm gonna tell you a story. I remember I didn't smoke until sophomore year of college, right? Started smoking Black and Milds real heavy, like the end of freshman year, going into sophomore year. It started to stick. I think I smoked Black and Milds until 2016, 2015, 2016. So about 7 years, I guess. And then I remember we was at church and it was doing like a fast. You know how like you, for Lent or whatever, you do a fast. And so for like 3 weeks, it's like you pick something. Now it's easy to pick something that's like you ain't gonna miss for real, but then, or you could pick something that's like, all right, this could be a chance to like, you know what I'm saying, break myself out of like break a bad habit. So for the 3 weeks, I chose to not smoke. I was like, I'm gonna try to not smoke. Made it the whole 3 weeks, like 21 days. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I done made it this far without, and as I was learning, it's like, you know, once you get those cravings, just replace the craving with something else. So literally every time I crave like the nicotine or whatever, like I would just start doing push-ups. I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds extreme, but it was enough to like curb the enthusiasm or curb the craving. And if you could survive those first like 15 minutes of the craving, you'll be fine. It takes a lot of discipline and a lot of mental fortitude, you feel me? So I did that, and I'm telling y'all this because, like, outside of like the occasional like victory cigar or something like that, I haven't had a Black and Mild since then. You know what I'm saying? Now, talking about this, and that's a whole other thing. I'll talk to you after the show. But as far as like tobacco and Black and Milds and stuff, nah, and haven't had a taste for it. Well, it's been a couple times. I'm like, man, I need a Black and Mild, but I haven't done it. You know, but it's just that mental awareness of like, all right, I replaced that habit. I was able to like defeat it, so to speak, and then not wanting to go back. You understand? So, and that could be replicated with anything. It's just really just how bad do you want to be better? But then also how much of a hindrance is this to you? You know what I'm saying? This habit or whatever that you're trying to break. So I encourage all of y'all, man. Like if we gonna pursue our best selves, like that's what you got to do. Because that's another thing. In psychology class, we learned that like Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, right? And that it's like a pyramid. I need to put it right here. It's like a pyramid or whatever. And then the top of that pyramid is like self-actualization. And that's the pursuit of like the best version of yourself, right? To become self-actualized. And I really like feel that way. Like if y'all looking at me and kind of my journey, it's like, well, dang, how you go from here to there? Self-actualization, man, just like finding like who I am and pursuing the best, highest version of that. Not perfect, by no means, but like the best, like highest version of that, just continuing to elevate higher. And the beautiful thing about the journey is you don't know how high up it goes. So you just kind of, out of curiosity, you just kind of keep working at it and just keep pushing for it, just keep grinding through it. And then here's the crazy part. There's no place that you get to. It's like, all right, I'm done. No, you just kind of look back at it and then you kind of like do your self-evaluation and you realize the person that you've become because these things, these habits for over time, like 21 days of it, 21 days, that's 3 weeks, turns into 3 months, turns into 3 years, turns into 30 years, and then you're like, dang, like that's me. I've done that. Like that's now who I am. You know what I'm saying? That algorithm that you, or that pattern that you put down over a consistent amount of time, like consistently, that's who you are. You understand? Like that's what your makeup is. Because a lot of times people will do and say stuff like, no, that's not indicative of the person I am. If you keep doing it over and over again, newsflash, it is. So why not pursue like the highest version of yourself in that? You feel me? Anyway, so I need y'all to go and check out Inaudible Ruckus. Yeah, right? I told you I'm wrapping up a lot of stuff with that as far as like we finished Season 2 of Binge Flicks and Chill. We did Season 1 of Blurs in the Trap. It's a little 5-pack for y'all, so y'all make sure y'all go listen to that on the Inaudiverse. Binge Flicks, we finished Season 2, so that's, 30 episodes of that. Smiles is on break for his birthday. We will have IR this week, and the Skeeters is still going, but like, yeah, bro, the network is up, it's running, it's solid, you know what I'm saying? Let me book the territory, all of that, so y'all go check all of them shows out. This is what I be working on, when y'all be like, Lo, where you be at? Why you ain't doing this and why you ain't doing that? I gotta get it to a certain point, right? Because next year's gonna be a big year for the brand, for the movement, and for all of y'all that's tuned in with us, right? If you are a creative or somebody, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to like get your stuff out there, you trying to promote stuff, tap in. You know what I'm saying? That's what the brand was built on. The thing is, why you don't see no other brands around and stuff, a lot of people quit in the process. When we first started off, it was a whole wave of just like creatives, fashion designers, rappers, painters, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just a whole like artistic community that we was like banding together. But a lot of people quit along the way, man. And it's no knock to nobody, but like I always tell y'all, how bad do you want this shit? So listen to this clip from the show this week in Audible Ruckus. Yeah.
So talking about trends and everything, Free, I wanted to ask you this because this popped up right before we started the show. Like, oh, we gotta go in on this in the first segment because this like is iffy, but it makes sense. I read a report because would you say like you're a late adopter more than an early what is it, a late adapter versus an early adopter? Is that fair to say?
Most definitely. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair. Mm-hmm.
It depends on what it is, but I'm with you. Like, I gotta wait and see what happens first, and then I jump in. I don't be the first nigga on the wave. I think I learned my lesson with Threads, where I was like, oh no, this is about to be it. Yeah, y'all, let's take the hill. And it was like, low, calm down. It's not it. That's not it, sir. You were wrong. Right? So I can live with that. What I will tap dance on the grave of is, man, NFTs. It was released this week, Free. After 2 years, 2 years after the tech trend that swept up artists and celebrities, researchers estimated that 23 million people hold worthless investments as far as NFTs are concerned, bro. They said tens of thousands of NFTs were once deemed the newest rage in tech and dragged in celebrities, artists, and even Melania Trump have declared everything has been declared virtually worthless now. All these digital paintings and all this and that. So, Free, let me ask you before I continue off on my rant, what's your thoughts on this? Just learning that like one of these trends just bottomed out.
My thoughts are duh. Like, I'm not surprised because the shit wasn't real. How can there be a value on something that's not real? You know, it's virtual currency. It's not currency, virtual collectibles.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's a trading card that I can't physically touch, pretty much.
Well, so it was a digital version of what like trading cards were supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where I was I understood what they were trying to do because we all know if you find a rookie Kobe card, like you getting paid. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, if you look at the actual trading card industry, it's volatile as well.
It is.
You know, it's just starting to kick up in value again. But for a while, people weren't making a lot of money on that.
Yeah. What? No, go ahead.
So it's just not surprising to me, you know, and we've talked about it on here before. And shout out to E-Ray because I think he still may ultimately be right. Like, yeah, it may not be valuable now, but down the line, as technology improves and things like that, there may be some value in the future. I think it was just people jumped on it too soon because it was the next big thing. And it turns out that usually, as usual, you know, even going way back to the 2000s with the dot-com boom, the next big thing is usually not the next big thing, at least not right away.
Well, they said one of the issues was trying to mint everything, like going back and trying to like authenticate. Was it authenticate? Is that a word?
Yeah, I think authenticate. There's
I don't know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It
Gets the people going.
It's verification on whether or not it's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like it was sketchy there, right?
Because again, how can you verify something's real that's not real? It's purely virtual.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, I'm just like, bro, like this shit was digital. Y'all wanted us to put all the because. Free, correct me if I'm wrong. There was a time when everybody was building all this digital stuff because they made it like we was all about to escape to like the metaverse and we was about to upload our consciousness into like this other place, like this.
And how the dollar was going to collapse and cryptocurrency was going to be valuable.
Now, I'm not gonna mock it because they might be onto something. It may not happen now, but to your point and to E-Ray's point, it may happen down the line, right? So I'm not gonna like laugh and this that, but I am gonna say, man, listen here. Wake up, smell the coffee. This was them because this was all tied to crypto as well. Now, when cryptocurrency became like all the wave and the rush, and we all got to hurry up and jump to this, niggas was like, all right, what should we do? Is this going to be the next thing? I don't know. Maybe I need to get some. I'm not sure. Here's the thing. When all the millionaire people who like bossed up on crypto all start coming up missing or was dying and this and that, I knew it was something up. Now all of this is being worthless now because they put all their money. These NFTs was a way to launder money in the crypto space, bro. And you can't convince me otherwise.
Conspiracy low. Enemy of the Skeet.
Enemy of the Skeet.
And also all the folks that lost money because.
All right, y'all. We back. Skeet of the week. And you know it. So I got to get some dad time in. The family. What's up, family?
Daddy.
Good morning.
Daddy. Daddy.
How are you?
Daddy.
Say hi, Inaudibles.
Family.
Say hi, Inaudibles.
Hey, Audibles.
What you eating?
I don't know, Audibles.
That's a healthy breakfast right there. You having breakfast with Bluey?
No.
You having breakfast with Rachel?
No.
Then we got my wife there. Hey, babe.
Hello.
How are you?
No, babe.
Wait, are you decent? Can I show you on camera?
You can show me.
All right, too late. Showed you on camera anyway. So, babe, I wanted to talk to you because I was at the doctor today, right? Went to the doctor because, you know, black men, got to get your health going, got to get your checkups and all that, right? So, the thing is, Niji said stop holding up like this because y'all see my boogers. I don't care. It's gross. I was talking to my wife about how the doctors is a gyp now, and I feel like they don't care about you. Growing up, whoever your pediatrician was, because they care about your development and your nurturing and all that, and I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. I'm like Ross from Friends. I saw my pediatrician all the way until I was a grown-ass man, and I moved away to Michigan. I think I saw the family doctor when I got like over 21, but all the way up until college, I at least saw, you know what I'm saying, my pediatrician, Dr. Tice. What up? All right. So yeah, I just feel like at this point, the doctor's office is a gyp because like before the doctor would be all like they care for you, they do all this stuff. Look, I just came back from. So I went in earlier this week. And they was, you know, the guy, he forgot that I was a patient there. He was like, oh, this is your first time here? I'm like, my nigga, what's the point of signing up all the sign-in sheets and checking and all that stuff if you not gonna know that I was a patient of yours a year ago? You know what I'm saying? For my checkup last year. So whatever, I understand. It's a business. It's cool. But that's exactly my point. It's a business. So dude just asked me a bunch of questions. It's like a survey or nothing. They don't even tell you, you know what I'm saying, get butt ass, sit on the table, hit your knee or none of that. Not that I want to, but I'm just saying, like, I'm coming to you to like work on stuff. Like, do you catch anything? Is my breathing okay? Like what's going on here? Nothing. Dude just, yep, all right, yep, going over. Oh, I guess you are a patient. Pulls up my file from the last time I was in there. Just asked me the same questions from last time, which is cool, right? Then just, oh, we're gonna have you do blood work, we're gonna have you do this and that. So I was telling Neezy, I don't think the doctors really care about your well-being no more. They so tied up in the game or in the racket that is, that's a dangerous word to be thrown around, a racket that is the medical industry, man. They just literally get you in and then they just refer you to all these different people and then tell you, like, this is how much you got to pay to do this. Oh, we need to run some more tests. Go to this specialist who's my friend, who I know. So it's all a referral system, man, and they just get paid on the back end because insurance is going to pay it regardless because it's a person that came in and redeemed it. You know what I'm saying? That filed the claim. So then I come back because not only did I go for like my regular physical, which wasn't even a physical, you know what I'm saying? Didn't even breathe, do this neck. It was just breathe a couple times, let me check your ears and eyes. And this is when I knew the jig was up because he did the, all right, you're good. Exactly like that. He didn't do the, okay, all right. He did the ears real quick. It was like, say, all right, cool. I'm like, before I could even say, he just was like, you're good. I might have tonsillitis or something. Babe, is that a thing, tonsillitis? I might have tonsillitis or something. Like, bro, check me out. Like, I'm already taking the bold step to coming in there because I'm this close to being like, man, F the doctors, I ain't going. But you want to catch stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to trust them. I don't trust them no more. You know what I'm saying? I trust my pediatrician because she's the one who guided me into this world. She knows what's best. Take your Flintstone vitamins every day and say no to drugs. Unless it's the good kind. But no, so I say that to say, man, especially coming out of COVID, I just have a strong distrust for doctors. I feel like in some ways doctors is like pastors in a sense. They good for you and they should be good for you, but they can be easily swayed or influenced like based on who dropping the bag to steer them, like to steer the people in whatever direction. Because, you know, all those doctors told us, oh, yeah, take the COVID vaccine, the boosters. Oh, yeah, it'll do this, and that. Then later on, they come to find out none of that whole first wave of booster shots and vaccines that we had was not even approved, and we wasn't supposed to be taking those. Think about that. Sit on that, okay? But y'all know naturally nay is really natural, right? So Neezy be having us on our like herb journey, so I take a lot of vitamin D supplements, you know what I'm saying? This helps a lot. What else we got? Sour sop leaf. Okay.
Anti-cancer.
This anti-cancerous, this removes anti-cancerous cells from you, you know what I'm saying? Now we shop at Pharmacies for Life, we get that stuff. King of the Jungle.
Boost your memory, anti-cancer.
This is anti-cancerous and boost your memory. Huh? It repairs your cells. Look, Neezy is, look, producer Nate. Oil of oregano. You know what I'm saying? This make you poop. I know this much.
You won't get sick. That gets any cold and flu out.
It flushes your system. 48 hours, right? This is why I don't stay sick. This is why my immune system is sharp. And then we got black seed oil. This is a legend it's a staple in our household, man. But you need this black seed oil, babe.
Every day.
Yeah, you take it one a day. Keep the doctor up your butt.
Anti-inflammatory.
It keeps the doctor out your butt. It's anti-inflammatory,
Anti-cancer.
anti-cancerous,
Cleans out your arteries.
cleans out your arteries,
Your lungs.
your lungs,
And blood.
and your blood, right? So it helps you like it boosts your immune system. It helps vital organs stay pumping. Cause like heart disease and all that comes from your cholesterol being too high for your arteries getting clogged. Your lungs and all of that from smoking too much.
It lowers A1C.
It lowers your
Every
A1C.
single thing that we have over there lowers A1C.
So
And
A1C,
blood pressure.
so A1C, like it's always been around, but I feel like what they do is COVID, they was just going around telling everybody, oh, you got high A1C levels, you better watch that before you become diabetic, which I happen to think that the shots they was giving us was doing that to all of us. But that's neither here nor there. This is not a conspiracy channel yet, okay? But I might have to start dedicating a segment to it. I already do one on IR, on an Audible Ruckus, on a weekly episode. It's called Enemy of the Skeet, okay? That's why I give off my conspiracy theory. So I guess this is kind of one of those. But I'm just saying, okay, you got to be careful, right? But I was talking to y'all about working out and everything. In addition to all of this, I do that. I take my other medicine too, you know what I'm saying? Because that's more for, you know what I'm saying, the mental aspect. And it helps me sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. It helps me with my appetite. It helps me sleep like easier at night. I have a lot more restful sleep as far as like even with my body and everything. And then it helps because like sometimes like I'll be working so much, I'll be forgetting to eat or I don't eat or I don't have the appetite to eat. So you get the munchies and dinner's ready, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I do say, you know what I'm saying, just be cognizant of your health, be conscious of your health, and get with a practitioner or somebody that you trust, right? Or build that trust. This current doctor, cool, we're going to see what he's talking about after the lab results stuff come back. I felt very like it was just like a cookie cutter manufactured thing. Like, the doctor before him, babe, what was the other dude before this dude? He was cool.
Yeah.
Because he actually like was asking questions, checking on you out. Ashawad something. I had the little, you know how they had the little bead bracelets or whatever. He's like, oh, so, and he was Indian. He started asking me about like Buddhism and all this. I'm like, nah, bro, like it was a cool bracelet. And he was just explaining like what that particular bracelet that I had on, what it was supposed to do and what it meant. And he was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I have been feeling a little different now that you mentioned it. But we was having that type of dialogue, and I at least felt like more trustworthy and stuff. So I guess really all it is, man, just game me up if you're gonna take my money. That's really what I'm saying, man. Just game me up if that's what you're gonna do. But I just say we need to just take a more active, my point is, in all of that, we individually and for ourselves have to take a more active accountability in our health. And kind of monitor it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Understand what your history is, what your parents may have had, what your grandparents may have, what other people in your family may have had, because stuff skips generations. You understand what I'm saying? So, and you can't rely on the doctor because they'll tell you any old thing because they're trying to line their pockets up. Right? But it's still necessary, I believe, but it's still like daily maintenance and stuff that you can do, hence with the products and the herbs and all that stuff, man. you know. And like I said, for every, I was telling y'all before, for every bad habit, have a good habit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I drink a lot of water, I take my herbs, but I also like to party. You know what I'm saying? So, it's in moderation. Everything is cool in moderation. Understand that, right? It's balance. Balance is the key. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this. I don't have nothing else to talk about this week. As you see, moving around a little bit. As we get closer to our vacation, there will be more stuff. London, you want to come say bye to the Inaudibles? No. Okay. London's playing Keepy Uppy. She is the Keepy Uppy expert. Okay. So, yeah. But catch y'all next time. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe everywhere where podcasts are to Inaudible Ruckus. It's the Inaudiverse now, man. It's 6 shows. So if you're jumping in like which show is what or whatever, it's a guide. Okay, we got the Mirror Show, the Skeeters, that drops on Thursdays. The regular show, Inaudible Ruckus, drops on Saturdays. Wait, I should do it in order. That would make sense, right? So Mondays, most Mondays, we have Blurs in the Trap with Free and Dr. Jones. Then on Tuesdays, we have Binge Flicks and Chill. Even though we just wrapped the seasons, but on Tuesdays, you can check those episodes out. It's 2 seasons worth of there, where it's our show and movie rewatch thing. That's where E-Ray gets a collection of people and they rewatch or rediscuss something or piece of content that may have dropped. And then Wednesdays, we have Music Impulse with Smiles, where he's either interviewing some entrepreneur, some up-and-coming artist, or talking about some of his favorite albums that drop. And then on Thursdays, you have the Skeeters, which is our Mary Pod with me and Neezy. Naturally, Nay, go subscribe to her YouTube channel too. And then Fridays, we have Let Me Book the Territory. That's the wrestling pod with E-Ray, A-Dub, and B.A. and producer Sean. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the regular Inaudible Ruckus on Saturday. So 6 days a week, we're giving y'all something to listen to. This, what you're watching, is an extension of us trying to work on the visuals and stuff. So subscribe on YouTube, cop some merch, inaudibleruckus.com/shop. I'll see y'all next week on Skeet of the Week. Yeah.